A while ago, I found myself in a strangely familiar cycle. Stable income, no emergencies, yet perpetually low on cash towards the end of every month. It wasn't a lavish lifestyle, it was a quiet bleed of money. Casual takeouts, impulsive purchase, subscription renewals. I barely noticed, and for the longest time, I told myself it was normal until I started to feel like I was working to stay afloat. And that's when I came across this line by Henry David that changed how I perceived my life choices. Every swipe, every click wasn't just about money. It was about time, energy, and peace of mind. I was exhausting my future possibilities for temporary comfort. And that's what is written in this quote. And it stung. It stung because it was me, caught in the cycle of unconscious spending instead of intentional one. To be honest, I was driven more by habit than intention. In this video, we'll be discussing some of the most common bad money habits that quietly sabotage our financial well being. Some of these habits are subtle but deeply destructive, and I know that because I've had to confront them myself. Please tap that like button if you're ready to change your relationship with money. No pressure to subscribe, but your support will really help. Timestamps in the description just in case you wish to navigate to the parts that matter you the most. One of the most misleading habit is spending to save. During Flipkart's Big Billion Days or Amazon's Great Indian Festival, we end up spending and splurging thinking that we are grabbing onto the deals, but that isn't quite the case. Feel like we're being financially smart, grabbing to the deals, but often end up buying things we originally didn't intend to. And that's where you're spending to save. Simply because they're discounted, it feels like saving, but it's still a spending. And the truth is, we chase discounts thinking we are saving, but the real saving happens when we don't buy it at all. If you don't buy it, you save 100%. Silence the impulse, keep the money, let that want pass. Sometimes the real saving is just that quiet decision of not clicking on add to the cart.
Buy now, pay later feels convenient, almost harmless.
You split a payment, delay the expense, and convince yourself it's all manageable. But often, what gets ignored is this cumulative weight of tiny debt. So, while the purchases fade, the payment remains. What looks like flexibility can quietly become a habit of spending money that you don't yet have. And in trying to make your life easier today, you end up borrowing from tomorrow plus the interest. Sometimes it's not about needing something, it's just hard. It's hard to walk away from the deal. Take places like small stalls in Sarojini. The market caters to all types of prices from high to low. But particularly when you tell yourself it's thrift shopping, and technically it is, you end up buying things that you just don't need. Your brain just can't resist the dopamine hit that comes from the deals. And it's particularly not about the stuff at that point. Soon, the stuff that you've bought, they're not in your rotation. They're just taking up space in your closet. That's the quiet cost of deal that you simply couldn't pass up. Please note that I'm not saying that thrifting is bad. I'm simply trying to point out that how, when we end up going for thrifting, we end up buying more than we need in the garb of low prices. Because no matter how cheap it is, if it adds no value, it's a clutter, financial and physical. To avoid overspending, I need to stay focused. What I usually do is I create to buy list on my Apple Note or MI Note. In fact, there are apps like Color Note which provide you a perfect layout for that.
You get a raise, a bonus, or start earning more, and almost instinctively your spending rises with it. A better phone, a new place to live, multiple vacations in a year, and so on. You tell yourself, I've worked hard, I deserve this.
And maybe you do. But if every increase in income gets matched by a lifestyle upgrade, your savings will never catch up. That's lifestyle creep. When financial progress on the outside looks like comfort, but inside your bank account, nothing changes. And here's where patience matters. Real growth you see isn't loud, it's consistent, intentional, and sometimes invisible at first.
You know they say, growth is never instant. It's the result of patience, discipline, and time.
You don't have to match your success with a visible flex. Sometimes the smartest move is to let your money grow silently. For this, you can do things like budgeting to invest. Investment is a great way. Budget your investments, become financially literate. I've added a link above for your reference to become financially literate.
Instant gratification is the urge to satisfy a want immediately, even if it works against your long term goals. It's the reason we scroll through shopping apps when we're bored, tired, or just looking for a quick mood lift. And with just a few taps, we're spending. Not because we need anything, but because we want to feel better now.
The problem that little boost comes at a cost. It trains us to reach for short term pleasures instead of building the long term stability. You're not saving, you're not investing, you're just reacting. And that's how exactly it keeps you stuck.
Spending becomes emotional, not intentional. The money goes, but the habit stays. You stay poor by chasing comfort in the moment and postponing what truly matters.
Breaking free means learning to pause, choosing discomfort of not buying and waiting with patience instead. I know with time and age of social media, it's difficult, but with baby steps, it's possible. A small shift could be to wait at least 24 hours before buying a non essential. That one pause can save you more than any sale ever will. There was a time when I couldn't say no. Dinner plans, weekend trips, I'd say yes to everything, even when my bank balance quietly said no. From my childhood experience, my yes to almost everything was guided by the fear of seeming difficult, frugal, or even stingy. But by the end of month, I was broke and burnt out. That's the cost of people pleasing. It doesn't show up in your calendar, it shows up in your wallet.
Every yes to others was a quiet no to myself.
Now I remind myself it's okay to opt out. Doing things out of peer pressure or from the fear of being perceived broke, that's not cool. Protecting your finances isn't selfish, it's self respect. Set your financial boundaries. Real friends will always understand. Remember, a lot of things you can do are free. A good time doesn't necessarily need you cost a lot of money. If any of these habits felt a little too familiar, remember it's not a failure, it's awareness. And awareness is the first step to change. You don't need to change your entire life overnight. You need to start pausing, noticing, and choosing better, one decision at a time. If this video helped, give it a like. And if you're on your own financial journey, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to hit thumbs up and subscribe. We'll be back with